right.
Here we go. Week 7 in the books. We're back. Dom, how we feeling?
I'm not really dying as much, so that's positive.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Steelers
I'm
still lost
feeling
over
that
the
too.
weekend, so nothing really changed from the last time we did this recording.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, regardless of that, I feel all right heading into this week with some optimism for sports, and yeah, just looking forward to what's going on. How
Yeah,
are you
tough
doing?
weekend for me.
Yeah, it was.
The NFL made up for the fact that I didn't have to deal with any Ravens football by just kicking me in the dick all day on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then oh no, Monday was fine. No, Sunday was just rough for me in terms of this show.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But hey,
I think I
we
missed
bottomed
one
out. That's
game.
fine.
Yeah, I
We're
missed one
bouncing
game,
back.
and
We're
it
bouncing
was
back.
my.
I thought you missed 2.
We'll get into that tomorrow.
Maybe. I don't know. It's all good. It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
Anyway,
talk about that.
we
Just know
got
the
tiers.
We do
We
have
have
tiers.
Sorry, let me just random set of keys in front of me.
Oh, you are correct. I did miss two, but the one I missed, you also missed, so it didn't hurt me.
Who do you have in the Bucks Lions game?
I had the Lions.
You did take the Lions. I couldn't remember if you did or not.
We both took the Lions.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I had on that, and then everything else was shite.
No, I got back in the lead, but again, we'll touch base on that when we get there. In
It is
the
what
next
it is.
episode.
It is what it is. Tough week. We move on. We ride. Anyway, we got tiers. So we got a little bit of a theme to the tiers this week.
Okay.
We do, and I think it's spot on the comparisons and where everybody is in these tiers this week.
Okay.
So, starting at the bottom,
Working our way up.
we working our way up as per usual here. No new eliminated teams again. Back-to-back weeks, no new eliminated teams.
Yeah, but one team you have eliminated, man, they have life. I just got to
I'm
keep
not
pointing
buying
that out. I mean, it's still they're 4-3. They don't look bad.
they
So.
put up 13 points on the Jets,
Bryce Young got hurt. I don't know what you want from me.
but that doesn't help anything.
Yeah, but he has
Actually,
been
it
scoring.
might. Who knows?
It
might-
has
it
been,
might
it has
help.
been making a difference.
I
So,
don't know.
but
Yeah,
it's
I don't
also it was also a weird game. We knew it was going to be a weird game. So
Just wasn't
But-
weird enough for me, unfortunately.
yeah, we'll keep
That's a tomorrow
monitoring them from
But anyway,
afar. I will.
just to
and then
recap,
yell at you about
that's
it.
fair. I'm still on the right side of this.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe.
convinced. But anyway, I just have the stones to pull the trigger on them a little bit sooner. But anyway, that team is the Panthers. Along with the Saints, the Jets, the Browns, the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Titans, and the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean,
Dolphins.
all those other teams are dead in the water.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins not pulling the trigger on Mike McDaniel at this point just to, see if that does anything is wild to me. This, it feels like Brandon Staley with the Chargers all over again, where you're just we're not going to make a change. We're not going to make a change. We're just going to let it ride. And then it just keeps getting worse.
So maybe that's their goal. Just let it get worse. The worse it gets, the
Fair enough.
better pick you get. I mean, they might just
Yeah,
want
and they're
a good quarterback or a good quarterback in this class and see what happens.
yeah, I mean, a cheaper one at least.
The cheaper one doesn't solve your expensive one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. But still, it's just a bad situation down there. They're in every trade rumor. Achane, Chubb, Waddle. That whole
Phillips.
team is on the block right now.
Yeah. Chubb's
bad vibes.
Chubb's hard to trade. The other three could get traded. I don't foresee Achane getting traded. So
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of steam on that early on in the year, and that's kind of fizzled out a little bit.
I think
For
the
whatever
only
reason?
I think the only one that gets traded is Jalen Phillips. He's still in the first year of his deal. They're about to have an entire regime change. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Waddle just got paid, so somebody has to be able to take on that contract. Chubb's expensive. Phillips just makes the most sense to go. He's also going to get you the highest pick.
Waddle makes sense if it's like Denver, because I feel like they still have a fair amount of cap space, don't they?
Waddle makes sense if it's the Giants.
Giants make sense there. I have a.
Oh, there's another
I don't
team
know.
that makes sense.
I mean, Patriots would make a ton of sense, but they're just not trading
You're
him in
not
division.
trading. It's not the Browns. Calm down.
This is true. Oh, you're still bitter about that?
I could care less.
Speaking of
when
which,
my team
Bengals,
loses.
good win. Appreciate that. Love you, Joe Elite. You know,
That's about it.
that's about all we got to say there. Titans looked like they were ready to play for the first
10 seconds.
28 minutes of that game, 29 minutes of that game, and then an absolute bomb from Drake May at the end of the first half, and then it just all went to shit in the second half there.
Yeah, that game wasn't really close.
Yeah. Like I said, it was up until that bomb, it was, because that made it 2010 or 17-10.
No, hold on. Let me
I
look.
think it was like a 3-point game, and then that happened.
I was all over the place on Sunday, so I only caught
Me
the
too.
highlights.
But that game was close until, like, it obviously it got out of hand, but through the first half of that.
Made it 17-13 going into half, and then
Right.
that was it.
Exactly. And then it just snowballed from there. Like I
Yeah.
said, I was feeling really good about that. And then that happened, and it just
Yeah.
took the life out of Titans there. Raiders, the Chiefs had more first downs than the Raiders had
They-
plays in that game.
I think the Raiders might actually be dead in the water. And if they don't trade Jacoby Myers, they might be the worst run organization behind the Dolphins and Browns.
I feel like you have to move off of Myers, and it's getting close to, you should really be shopping Max Crosby at this point.
He's not re-signing. You're not. It would be pointless to use a franchise tag on him because it's going to be like $28 million. You don't want that.
Right.
So just let him walk. Well, just trade him, get something for him. Somebody's going to pay him, and somebody's going to pay you for him.
Right. Just rough. Jets, bad vibes all around there.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
for Aaron Glenn.
Oh,
Did you see
he gets a hug from Woody Johnson after every game.
Speaking of Woody Johnson, did you see his comments after the game?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, if I'm Justin Fields, I am saying get me the hell out of here right now.
Justin Fields is their starter still because Tyrod Taylor is hurt.
Yeah, and I would make that messy for him if I was Justin Fields after that. Like,
I mean, but also
Woody Johnson sucks anyway, but like,
yeah, but you also have to look at it from Fields' perspective. He needs to play for a job. He needs to look decent enough for if somebody wants to take a third chance on him now.
I mean, was it just a 1-year deal?
2 years,
2-year
$40
deal.
million.
Yeah,
But I don't know how much 2 years it truly is. I don't know what the guaranteed amount was.
It's probably 20. It was 40 million, probably 25, 30 of it guaranteed.
Yeah. So
If
not
I
a
had to
big
guess.
deal if you walk off of that, which they will,
Right.
because it's the Jets, and they'll take a 18th dice roll in the last 30 years on a quarterback.
Exactly. Saints, a lot of fight. Rattler just killing me at the end of that game, throwing a back-breaking pick at the end of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Rattler, again, I think this is shades of Sam Howell, but like, not bad. Definitely could be a lot worse. Has impressed me more than
Yeah, he's
I would have
certainly
expected.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's held off Tyler Shuck a lot longer than I anticipated it happening.
Right, yeah.
However, at the end of the day, they're eventually going to go to Shuck just to see what they have
You
in
just
him.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to at some point. But Rattler, been a weird football life for him, but again, mildly impressive. And then the Cardinals. Packers got delayed, what, 5.5 hours? 6 hours from flying in there? Got
Yeah.
their whole lives fucked up there. And Jacoby Brissett still hanging around, but no.
Yeah. They just couldn't close that game out there. That
Yeah.
was it. You let the Packers literally hang around too long, and then they beat you at the end.
Yeah. But Packers finding a way. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
are that.
yeah. I don't know if I said this since we started recording. Did I say this beforehand? But we do have a theme to the tiers.
You did.
I say that?
You did say that.
I said that during this. I wasn't sure if I said that before. I already blacked out. This is not great for me already. Anyway, so next tier up, we got Mike Leach. The Mike Leach tier.
I see where this
Everybody
is
loves
going.
Mike Leach.
I see
Everybody
where this
loves
is
Mike
going.
Leach. We're all rooting for Mike Leach. That's the Giants.
Ooh,
We
hanging
all
on.
love. Hey,
Hanging
if you're
on,
not,
man.
they are hanging on by a thread. That was an insane game.
It was. They should not have lost.
I had no business losing that game. However,
that game raised
33
a lot
points
of
in the fourth
question marks.
quarter. 33 points in the fourth quarter on the Demaryius Thomas into the Ring of Honor. Passes away at 33. Like, it's all the, the script writers
There's a
had
lot
it all.
of there's a lot of numbers that don't.
You and I said this, like, it was going to happen. There's no way that the Giants were actually going to spoil this. It just happened in the most dramatic fashion possible.
Worst fashion, yeah.
Yeah, which, I'm fine with it. We're all okay with it. But again, as long as you weren't a fan of a rival school that Mike Leach was coaching, you loved Mike Leach.
Yeah.
And Giants still hanging on. We're getting closer, but like I'm not ready to pull the trigger on them just yet.
No.
Because that division is weird as hell right now.
Yeah.
Next tier up, we have Florida. Falcons, Commanders, Vikings. A lot of names. A lot of big names. Always a little bit of hype around it.
Never works.
Never comes through.
No.
Or very rarely comes through. But
I mean, I'm with you there.
Star-studded rosters.
That Falcons team, man, they are who I thought they were.
That's fair. I was getting in on it there, and then they just shit the bed a little bit.
Yeah. I mean that was your
Which
chance to really that was a statement win that you should have had. It was set up perfectly for you, and you looked bad. Like they did not look good. You could argue they looked almost worse in that game than they did against the Panthers, and they looked really bad against the Panthers.
Yeah, like the defense had been looking so good for most of this year.
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey gives you 200 total yards. Penix didn't play terribly. Bijan just couldn't get going on the ground, which was tough, which is just weird. I mean, you have no Warner, no Bosa, and you can't get Bijan going?
I mean, it's the Robert Saleh defense. It's just well-coached guys know how to play the ball. And what that game tells me is
Saleh is a much better coordinator than I thought he was.
Well, yes, correct. But also, you can't rely on Penix to win a game. That's exactly what that game tells me.
That's fair. Now, I'll give... This is going to sound... Because I am much higher on Penix than you were, but, I mean, it's what, his 7th game? 8th game? He played 3 games last year. 7
game
this year.
10.
6 year.
Game 10.
10. 10 games. So
Sorry.
I'll give him a little bit of leeway on that. Yeah.
Sure, but he also
Like,
played
I'm not
how many
gonna-
games at college, if that's really what you want to call it.
All of them. He played all of the possible games in college,
No,
basically.
technically no, but he played for a
But,
long time
yeah,
in
right.
college.
He
He
did.
didn't play 2 seasons, so he played 3 full seasons in college,
Yeah.
and then now he's on his 2nd year in the NFL. I always have a lot of hesitation when it comes to Penix and his injuries, and now I'm
That-
seeing his limitations running a NFL offense, and it's definitely not necessarily worrisome, but it just continues to like reinforce that my hesitations were correct. If he can right that ship, I'm all in. I love Raheem Morris. I love what he's done with Atlanta, but again, I just want to see what that'll look like.
I think the biggest thing with Penix, with the injuries, like you were saying, is that he doesn't look like he wants to run the ball when he has opportunities to.
I mean, he doesn't
Or
have
should.
knees. He doesn't have knees.
Exactly. But that's the thing. Yeah, and that's becoming more of an issue.
Yeah, he's
Then
not very. He's
it
not as
should.
mobile as as
he was- when he-
41-year-old Joe Flacco and 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
That's fair.
That's a
he
problem.
did. What was it? Week 1, he against the Bucks, he had a couple that he broke off that were impressive, but like he doesn't just instinctively go for it. Because like I remember the game when they beat Penn State 2020.
Hmm.
That was when he was still at Indiana.
Oh, okay.
The overtime
okay.
game.
Yeah.
And he was doing everything. And then it was like 3 games later, he busted up both his knees. Which I do feel for the guy because I said it to you, like with that draft class, I was like, I do think he throws the best ball. Like
Sure.
Caleb included in that. Like
Yeah.
he can definitely chuck it, but like it's just
I mean,
I feel for
throughout the years of watching quarterbacks come and go in the system, I've learned that it's not about just how well can you throw a football. Because we've seen it with guys like Jameis Winston. Throws one of the prettiest balls, but he also is a terrible decision maker. There's other things that
That's
factor into those that makes a quarterback an NFL caliber player. When we're seeing that with like Drake May. Drake May throws a nice ball, but he's also one of the best processors that we've seen. So it's like
Yeah, I mean,
it
that's-
makes a world of a difference.
he has taken a level with that from
Yeah,
last year to this year. That
and we were
like
expecting
looks
that,
different.
but he's doing it at a level that's better than what Caleb's doing. Jaden Daniels is
Yeah.
doing. He might have gotten his opportunity later, and his team wasn't set up for that success. But he is making everything out of the opportunity he was given, because like Jaden Daniels has more weapons. Caleb Williams has all the weapons in the world. Even Penix has more weapons theoretically than Drake May, but Drake May
yeah.
doesn't matter. That team looks the best when he's on the field.
I mean, it does help having Josh McDaniels.
Sure.
Like that does help, and that's my thing with Penix. Though still too is like, I do think he's the left-handed. He was much closer to like a left-handed Goff. That you put him in a system like that, like I think he's going to be chucking the rock all over the place because
Maybe.
Goff throws an awesome football too. Like he throws a really pretty ball, but like he needs help. He needs
Yeah.
Some really good coaching with that.
Sometimes with those limitations, you have to set it up for the quarterback to build around, and maybe in a year or two they'll have that. But I mean, right now it's not feeling like that.
It's too much of a crapshoot with him.
Yeah. I mean,
Like there's going to be games where he's just on, like because he is talented enough for that, and you're going to go holy
Sure.
shit. But then he's going to have games like he did against the Vikings where he throws for $130.
Yeah.
And it's a Bijan show, but weird team. Same thing with the Commanders. A lot of names. Now most of them are hurt right now,
Or old.
or old. But that went very sideways very fast.
Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of expected a regression, not necessarily with Jaden, but with the team as a whole. And Jaden has been
Right.
hurt, so it has
I
made a
meant
difference.
very sideways this game, this
Oh,
past
I
Sunday.
mean, yeah, but this
That
game
went.
went exactly how I expected it to go. Like, it wasn't shocking. I thought the
I
Cowboys were going to win the game.
I thought the
Um,
Cowboys were going to win that game too, but like, and I wanted to have them as one of my picks, but I just didn't. I was concerned that Jaden could pull some magic in there. I'm
nah,
still scared to pull the trigger on
I was
that just
all over
because
that.
of last year. Even though again we talked about it, like there's going to be a regression on that,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's. But again, everybody's buying into the Commanders for the first time in what 30 years,
I would say a decade.
35, at
I'd
least a
say.
decade.
Well, yeah, because then you had like shades of like first 2 year RG3, or you have like especially like rookie year
Well,
RG3.
even the
People love
RG3
that,
year, like it wasn't like it was high expectations, and
but
then
they
his knee
still
got blown
did.
up,
They
and
did a
then
lot.
yeah, but it was closer to what the Commanders were this past year.
Yeah, and then
You
you
know,
had the Kirk Cousin 3 year run there from 14 to 16.
that's fair.
So I'd say last
Um,
year was that hype for and since then, since like 2016.
that's fair. Kind of negates a little bit of the tier name, but they fit in this anyway. And then the Vikings too. Again, loaded everywhere
Yeah,
except quarterback.
yeah, just a lot of question marks there, and it's
Yeah,
tough. Um,
and
yeah,
honestly, probably should have won that game if Carson Wentz doesn't go full Carson Wentz for 3 consecutive drives.
yeah. I mean, this game was close, like I anticipated it being, and I
It
thought
was it was
I
gritty.
thought they're gonna steal it there, and it was like the same thing with the Cardinals game and the Packers. It was the same
Hmm.
feeling. I felt that the Cardinals could steal that game, and they almost did. So both the games were very close, um, and both teams almost won in exciting fashion, but it just didn't happen at the end. And that's all.
But you know, again, feel for KOC on that one.
Yeah, I
Just a
mean
rough situation he's in
I mean
this
he'll
year.
be
This year.
fine. I'm not
He'll be
too worried
fine,
about it.
but this year is just tough. It's just like I feel like everything's going wrong.
No, maybe Minnesota should fire him, honestly. Just let him go.
Let him walk. There's another purple team out there that's looking for something.
Maybe keep him then. Never mind.
For... All right, moving up. Um, we have the Iowa tier.
Oh, Steelers.
I was just gonna say, do you want to guess? There's 3 teams in this. You got one. Can you guess who the other two
Steelers.
are
All right,
in this one?
who is boring offenses and crash out defenses? Although the Steelers' offense this week fucking rolled.
Yeah, and Iowa can do that every once in a while when they're playing like a Big 12 school that has no defense.
That's
If they're
fair.
playing Texas Tech, they can score with
Texas.
the best of them.
No. Who haven't you said yet?
I feel like it's
San Francisco.
no, actually.
Oh,
I have them in a
okay.
different one, but I have a different, funnier one for them. I think it's funnier, actually. But
That's funny.
okay, there's an obvious one. Another just
Obvious one.
trash offense. Just offense is stuck in the mud, but the defense is great.
I'm
Played
blanking.
on Monday night.
Oh, Houston?
Yep.
Okay. That's the obvious one.
And then the other one,
Is it LA?
no,
It's not LA.
Denver.
Oh, okay. That's
The
fair.
fourth quarter notwithstanding.
I mean, so
The
I
fourth
do
quarter of this past week,
so
notwithstanding.
I do have a couple of points there. I'm not disagreeing with this tier. It's actually probably your best tiered one. I've agreed with here in a minute.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I have a lot of questions surrounding Bo Nix after this weekend. and kind
Yeah.
of he there's some problems that they need to figure out there. Granted,
Hmm.
he played very well in the fourth quarter to get that win. Did some great things, but man, he's done a lot of bad things this year.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're playing
hey,
like real teams now. They
yeah,
don't have a fourth place schedule.
yeah, and he's put that team in a lot of bad situations, and the defense has bailed him out quite a bit. But if he just plays like a competent quarterback, I mean, numbers say otherwise, but when you actually watch the games, you can clearly tell that
Yeah.
he's not
It was like Dak early
that
on. Like
same.
you get the
Yeah,
garbage time kind of
yeah,
numbers to kind of make everything look better
exactly,
than actually what's going on.
exactly. So I think Sean Payton needs to be a little bit more disciplined with that area of the football and helping Bo Nix out again like he did last year. But woof,
Again, I think it's less about what Sean Payton is doing with that team because I trust Sean Payton. I think it's
yeah,
just
I'm
you're
not
playing better
saying I don't.
teams. You're playing better teams, and like you like what's actually who is actually under center is
Yeah,
not that. That's why they've been in the Mac Jones tier every week
yeah, I'm not
this
saying
year.
anything regarding Sean Payton and whatnot. I think Sean Payton can do more to help Bo Nix out, is what I am saying. Like, I think he
Fair
can be
enough.
smart with that aspect. Sean Payton's nothing wrong. That's the only reason they are
Right,
4-2.
but what I'm saying is I feel like if anybody's going to get the most out of him, it's going to be Sean Payton for the most. I mean,
Reasonable. I mean,
I
I get
was
what you're saying. I get what you're
that kind
saying.
of thing. So like I feel like they are pulling out all the
Yeah,
stops and doing
yeah,
everything they can to simplify everything and make it
yeah,
as straightforward as they can. It's just that's who Bo Nix is.
yeah. I
Is
agree.
he's when you get a third or fourth place or a fourth place schedule or you get a friendly schedule, you can be a playoff team.
yeah. That's why it happens
But
every year. You go worst to first.
right, and that's why I was higher on the Broncos last year. Like it made sense.
Yeah,
Now everybody's got film on him. You're getting a tougher schedule. Like it's not the
yeah,
same.
yeah. I agree.
This is what it is.
And
And then the
Houston,
Texans.
yeah, and that's such an they're such an interesting team. I don't. I think they are going to finish third in that division. I think it's almost set in stone at this point. Indy is winning that
Mhm.
division, and I know we're going to
Yeah,
get to
they're
them.
going away.
We're we're going to get to them here in a couple minutes, and God, they are so good. But Jacksonville is more competent right now than Houston is. Both of them have their flaws, but I'm trusting Jacksonville as a whole more than I can trust Houston
Mhm.
at this point. And I said it early on. My qualms with D'Amico Ryans, and I love him as a coordinator. He's great, but now you're starting to see his issues as a head coach and decision making, and it's starting to become more and more of an issue. I get it. You're riding that high of back-to-back playoff years, but there's other issues coming out. I get it. You disagree with
Mhm.
me for sure, and I understand why. However, sometimes it doesn't always matter.
That's fair. Yeah, I still buy D'Amico Ryan's because again, like my stance on coaches is, if your side of the ball is still right, like you get a longer leash, and that defense is great, and he's a
Yeah,
defensive guy.
yeah. There's nothing wrong
That's
with the defense
right.
for sure.
When I start bailing on coaches is when like Mike McDaniel and Miami. Okay, the offense isn't functioning anymore.
I just
You've
don't think that team is
lost your side
functioning
of the
as a
ball.
whole. Yeah,
Right. And obviously that's like everything else has gone sideways, but like if it was like Zach Taylor in Cincy. Now granted, I'm very critical of him because you can't keep missing the playoffs with Joe Burrow. That's a different part of it. However, like he can still get that offense to do stuff and function even
sure.
without Joe Burrow. Like Jake Browning has looked really good at times this past week. Joe Flacco comes in off of, he's been there for a couple hours basically and puts up 35 points. Like, Zach Taylor can still run the offense. It's just the defense is horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
like
mean, that's fair. I get what you're coming from. I just, again, I'll continue to have some qualms until the team is operating again. How
you've
we
been
all
liking
know
that
they
word
can.
lately.
Qualms.
Qualms. Yeah, you've been
It's
on
good.
that one. I've noticed that the
Good word.
past like couple weeks here. You've been jumping on that one. All right,
Listen,
moving up.
man, I have a big vernacular, so let me be
I don't think that's the appropriate use of that. Big
vernacular.
vernacular?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like is it
Vernacular is like the word. Word is
well yeah,
verbiage.
I
Yeah.
know that, but like it
It's
sounded
okay.
wrong.
Yeah, it sounds wrong to use it.
Saying I have a big vernacular
I didn't
that
say it
feels
was like
like I feel
grammatically
like that's wrong.
correct. No.
Yeah, that's where okay.
However,
I think the
you get
words were there, but there was just, we were
yeah.
so close to sounding smart. Moving
I
on.
don't know how to do that. Let's continue.
Moving on. This is the only one that's mildly out of the theme, but it's still the theme a little bit. But
Okay.
it's the John Calipari tier.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Ravens. We have a head coach who's a merchant of talent around him, and will go as far as that talent takes him, while making zero adjustments and having one title to show for it, and that being one of the most well-crafted teams ever put together. And then go to the podium and say the dumbest shit possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with that.
So there we are.
Yeah,
It's, quickly explained there.
yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah, we don't have to do any more of that.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
going to get upset. Even in a bye week, I'm just annoyed.
yeah,
But Lamar did practice today.
yeah. And Marlon Humphrey does want a Glizzy tour, so I'm sorry.
Now's
All
not
right,
the time, Marlon.
let's move
Now
on.
is just not the time.
Let's move on. It's not a safe space.
It is not. Next tier is the Notre Dame tier. This is another one. I would like to see if you can guess these two teams.
Two teams.
Two teams.
Notre Dame. So prestigious. Is it Dallas?
That's one.
Okay. Um, who else haven't we gone to yet? Philly would be interesting, but that feels too low. It's definitely not Jacksonville.
Well,
Is
you got
this
one of
the
them here. I'll help you. I'll
is it
help
the
you. Or are we gonna...
Chargers? Is it the
No, but
Chargers?
here I'll give you the explanation on this. It's teams that haven't won anything in a really long time,
It's
but
the
still
Niners.
act
It's the Niners.
like
It's
they,
the Niners. It's
but
the
still
Niners.
act like
Just continue.
they're
All you have to do is say you haven't won anything in a
they're
really
in
long
that
time.
level.
That's all I need
Yeah,
to know.
and then, however, things are looking up.
They are so the Cowboys,
But
man.
on the flip side, the last piece of this though too, the worst people root for these teams.
100%.
All three of them.
100%. All three
Yep.
people are just awful.
All three of these teams, it's the
there's a
worst people
third
you
team?
know. No, I'm including Notre Dame in that. Like
Oh,
Notre Dame,
yes.
Dallas, and San
Yes.
Francisco.
I
It's
hate Notre Dame. But that's beside the point.
we've all got one in our friend group, and we all keep them at
No,
a
we
distance.
don't. No, we don't. If you
Like
root
there's
for
always
Notre
one.
Dame, you are not my friend.
Not Notre Dame specifically, but like we all know a Cowboys fan, or we all know a Niners fan, or we all know a
That's
Notre
fair.
Dame fan.
That's
And
fair.
it's just like, yeah, we associate with you, but like you're not
I
in the
don't.
group chat.
I wouldn't
You show up to things.
No, we do. We actually do
there's
know a
enough
Niners fan.
people.
That's right. We do.
Yep. He gets a little bit of a pass because he's not on this continent,
yeah,
and he
so
doesn't know any better. He's
yeah, it's not his fault.
he's young, and he's not from here. He doesn't get it. It's all good.
That's fair.
I understand it. It's fine. So
Yeah, so getting into that a bit, man, if Dallas had a Micah Parsons level pass rusher, they'd be so good this year.
oh my god, it'd be amazing.
They might be the favorite pick to win that division. But they don't.
I know. At this point, for real. Sorry, I
But-
had to walk away for a second. I got
No,
stuff
you are
cooking on
good.
the stove that I needed to address there real quick.
There is heavy rumors that they are trying to acquire Max Crosby, which would be interesting.
Would be
and
the
not-
dumbest possible thing
It
to have
wouldn't make
happened in the NFL.
Any sense, but it would be a thing. So that's something to monitor kind of going forward. And then with the Niners, they keep winning despite all odds right now. I think it's just due to the good coaching that they have on that staff.
Yeah, I keep wanting to bury them, but I at this
despite
point,
all their
they
injuries,
just keep winning games.
Yeah, I mean, and good for them. That's really all I can say there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. All right, who do you got next?
Next one, this is more of a recent one, but it's the Indiana tier.
Ooh,
And this
so
is
that's young teams.
young team with hot new head coach.
I swear to
And
God,
it's
if you
looking
put
good.
if you put the Colts in the same tier with the Jags, I'm gonna kill you.
No, this is just the
Thank
Bears.
God. Oh, it's just the Bears. That's
Just the
interesting.
Bears.
You have the Bears
Just
lower
the
than
Bears.
the Jags. I have problems.
Which is absolutely an insane thing that I never thought I'd hear you say.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm going to be totally honest with you, like that's hysterical. I just
That's the first problem I have.
right
yeah.
now. That's. I mean, they have the same record. Nah,
They don't have the same record.
Bears are
but,
4-2.
But the Bears have looked
And
better. The Jags in that
the
game
Bears-
against the Rams looked abysmal. They looked
Yes.
like they forgot how to play football. And that
I
the
agree.
Trevor Lawrence BTJ connection is not there, and that needs to get fixed as soon as possible. 'Cause that
I'm
is a
giving them
problem.
another week before I really get
I think they're on their bye. Yeah, they
after
are.
the Jags, but yeah, again, I'm giving them the friendly, and I'm obviously we talked about it like nobody plays overseas more than the Jags and everything like that, but those games are always weird.
They are. However,
They're always weird.
that doesn't change the lack thereof of the connection between BTJ and T-Law.
That is
It's not-
concerning.
It is bad. And not only that,
I
the
agree with
offense
that.
has looked stuck in the mud the last few weeks. Ever since they beat the Chiefs, they can't get anything going.
Yeah, that is mildly concerning with ETN. But again, I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a little bit of a rut. You get the Seahawks and the Rams in back-to-back weeks who have really good front sevens. That'll stifle ETN a little bit. Like, it's a flawed team. I'm not acting
Sure.
like, anything like
Sure,
that.
sure.
But, you could move the ball on the Chiefs. They got the Niners. Was that the week Bosa got hurt or the week after he got hurt?
I'm not sure.
It was right around that time. It was either like it was the first week where they were figuring it out without Bosa, or he got hurt in the middle of that game and things changed. Like, again, you get the Raiders this next week. If ETN can't get going again and Trevor Lawrence and BTJ still can't figure it out, then I'm much more concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the offense struggling the last 2 weeks is very easily explainable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Because
get
as we've
that.
seen so far this year, like everything's going through ETN.
Yeah. That's where you're seeing like a big difference.
Right. But the Bears, as much as I like the Bears, I'm still being cautiously optimistic on them.
That's
but
shocking.
they're getting better every week. I like how comfortable Caleb Williams looks.
Yeah.
I'm also, you know, Ravens get the Bears this week, so I don't know what to make of that right now. But that's a conversation for tomorrow. But
Okay.
yeah, I like what the Bears are doing. And again, they were in a really vulnerable spot, I
Hmm.
feel like, this past week, and they took care of business at the end of that
Yeah.
game. Like I like a lot from what I'm seeing from the Bears, and I feel like like Indiana, everybody keeps wanting to bury them or find
Yeah.
something to say, but like they're just hanging on. They keep winning football games.
That I can't deny that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out when he got injured, so that's what I've been
I know
staring
that
at.
had to have been. I'm pretty sure that was right around that time. That might have been the game he got hurt.
It from what I just went through, it was not.
No,
But
whoops.
I'm now on week 3.
Why don't you just look up Bosa injury?
Uh, because that's no fun. I'm already halfway through this.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna do this so I can move on to the next year.
You can just move on to the next tier. I can listen.
When did Bosa tear his ACL? Week 3.
Okay, well, I must have missed that.
So
That was
the Jags
Cardinals
played them
week 4.
week 4.
Yeah.
See? Look at that. Look how
Well,
easy that was.
yeah. Well, I tried to do things the
Well,
complicated way. Okay.
well, it was making my head hurt. Anyway, moving on. We have the Oregon tier. Sick uniforms can often look very good, but just haven't won shit. It's the Jags and the Chargers.
Uh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I actually
So
think the Jags have some pretty ugly uniforms, but I don't think that's a hot
I
take
feel
either.
like I don't know. I kind of like the black and teal.
They're
I'm a
just
fan of it,
those ones.
especially since
Those
they've
ones are
been rocking
fine.
especially since they've been rocking the throwbacks a couple times
The
this year. This has
throwbacks
been
aren't
sick. I
bad,
like
but
the
like
throwbacks are hot.
their
I like
jerseys
their
the
new
last
ones
like
still,
15 years have been like gross. Their new ones are fine.
but they're always doing stuff with their uniforms,
Yeah, they
and
change
so
their
are the
uniforms
Chargers.
almost every year,
And
and the Chargers have
Oregon,
30 different options, and Oregon has 100 different
a
options for
new they
uniforms.
wear two different uniforms each week.
Yeah, during the
They have
game.
like a first half and a second half uniform. It's insane. Um, but yeah, obviously we just did a lot on the Jags there. The Chargers, what just happened
They're
to them?
they're getting healthy, but they also got
They
dog walked.
they got bullied.
Yeah, it was not a close game, and the Colts made sure of that.
Yeah, I mean that
I mean,
game
from
was
start to finish, it
23 to
was
3 at halftime, and
yeah.
then
They got
just kind of
out.
coasted.
Yeah, they got out to that lead, and then Jonathan Taylor just bullied them. So
Yeah,
not a whole lot to say. Jags need to kind of just wipe their hands of it. They played a good team. They got rocked. They need to move on. It's really about it.
Herbert did throw for 420 though.
He threw
Good
50.
lord,
He threw 52 or 57 attempts in that game. It was one of the two.
55. You were right in between
55.
them.
Whatever. So he threw 55 attempts, completed 38, I think.
37. Look at you.
37. I did check that out.
37 to
So like
52, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks.
you're gonna expect, but they didn't have a run game. They were playing from behind the entire time. You're not even gonna bother to
Yeah,
establish the
Herbert
run.
led them in rushing.
Yeah, so you're just
With
your
how
goal
many
with
yards? How many yards? How many yards? How many yards? You're on. You're all
30.
over it. 31. Good job.
I knew it was
Damn.
low. So it was Jesus Christ. So it was definitely they're just playing from behind, trying to catch up, and that's the fast way to do it. It didn't matter. You
Yeah.
were just
No.
getting annihilated throughout this game.
Yeah.
But like I said, just kind of rinse your hands of it. Go into next week like it's a brand new week. They're a good team.
Throw away the tape.
They'll be fine.
They get Chargers on Thursday night.
They get the Chargers on
Or
Thursday night.
Chargers.
They get themselves.
Vikings. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. There's your make break game. Just play it as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Get right there. Moving on up, we have USC, the USC tier. It's a one-team tier. It's just the Patriots.
Oh yeah, that tracks.
Once dominant team, but
Took a break.
went through a little bit of a dark period there. But hey, you got your quarterback right again. Got some coaching again. Could be back. Could be back.
Man.
Like Drake May's that guy. Please, do you just shit yourself?
Nah, it was the chair. I'm in a leather chair.
Jesus Christ!
I'm so sorry. I made a face that was funny, but yeah,
clear
it's a
as
leather
day.
chair. Yeah, I did it again. Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, allegedly.
Don't mind me. Allegedly.
All right. Well, moving on. Yeah, Drake May looks like that guy again. Like we talked about too. Like Titans were hanging on through most of the first half of that game, and then Drake May said, "I don't want to play around anymore," and hit booty on a bomb, and then they just kind of coasted from there and just took over that game. Just flipped the script. Yeah, not much else to say there. And then again, we have the Penn State tier: Bills and Eagles.
Yeah. Okay. Not a whole lot to say.
No, it's been the same tier each week, and it's the same kind of thing. Like
You're good. You're good teams. I know what's gonna happen at the end. No.
Yeah, it feels the same. You beat up on your cupcake teams, and then when you have to play somebody, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Every time, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Next one, we have Wisconsin. Now, this one I feel like you should be able to nail pretty quickly. O-line, run game, can play downhill.
Well, at that point, but we're talking about old Wisconsin, like 2016 to 20 Wisconsin. We're not talking Wisconsin now.
Yeah, but even Wisconsin now, but like still, like when you,
we're talking. It's obviously
when you hear Wisconsin football. No, it's not actually.
It's not really.
It's not Indy. It is not Indy.
Is that some low hanging fruit right there? Because you described Indy to a T.
I feel like I described another team to a T, but that also hasn't won anything ever.
Ever hasn't won anything ever. Who looks good that hasn't won anything ever with a good run game? Is it Detroit?
Yes.
No, that's you're too low. You gotta get him back up. You gotta get too low in Detroit. I'll say it every fucking week.
Well, I just can't unsee them getting beat up by the Chiefs. It's just like when they play top tier teams.
They just played a top tier team and they beat up on them.
The Bucks with Mike Evans getting hurt again.
Good job.
Fucking thumbs up in this bullshit. Everybody's hurt on the Bucks right now.
Yeah, it's not like the Lions aren't going through injuries as well on the defensive side of the ball, or they were without their second best defensive player because of a suspension. They're also going through it. It's just they are a more well-rounded and a better team than the Bucks on paper, and they showed that on Sunday when they beat them.
Yeah, they beat up.
Or
on
Monday.
I don't know.
Monday. It was Monday.
It was Monday.
But
it was
still,
Monday night, but it's fine.
Every day's the same. But yeah,
Doesn't matter.
It's just I love both of those teams. They're both fun. I want to root for them week in and week out. It sucks that they played each other this week. I think
again,
they're
like, it was a tough spot for the
deep
Bucks.
playoff teams. I think that could even be the NFC Championship game if everything goes well.
Potentially. And I've seen Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship game.
We have. They've won it. but
like,
also
twice in the past 25 years.
Yeah, it's the same with the Lions.
They've never won
not
conference
NFC
championship
East,
game.
but they won their conference.
They won their first division title 2 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
Regardless of that,
Again, I like the Lions. I would love for the Lions to break through. I just,
no.
it's the Lions. It is what it is.
I mean, I like the two teams as well that you have above the lines out of the NFC. So like, I'm not complaining. Like, I like the Rams. I
Oh,
like
you think there's just
the
two
Bucks.
teams?
Oh, there's the
I still
Seahawks.
have four.
Who else do you have? You have the
I
Seahawks,
have
the Rams,
four.
oh,
We'll
the
just wait for you to
Packers.
get
I forgot
upset.
about the Packers. Okay, go
So moving
continue.
up,
Who's next?
we have the Georgia tier, which is recent dominant, have been dominant in the past, but especially recently. It's the Bucks and the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bucks.
No,
This is some Brady years that get tied into that too with the name of the tier. But
okay.
couple titles in the past 5 years.
Okay. I mean, I'm not necessarily mad. Based on
And
what we've seen out of
very
the
good
Seahawks.
rosters.
Yeah, based on what we've seen out of the Seahawks to have them above these two teams, I'm not too pressed. All these teams are very good. I mean, the NFC as a whole is a very competitive top to bottom.
It's so like balanced.
Every playoff
I
team
think
is
there's
5-2, besides the Packers, which are 4-1-1.
and
It's
or the number
it's
one seed right now.
yeah, but because of percentage base, but it's
Hey,
very
still,
competitive.
Still
It's
the one seed.
the issue's gonna lie when the NFC West eats each other alive. One of those three teams aren't gonna make it. It's just figuring out
NFC
which
North, same kind of thing.
team. But from last year, it's a little bit different because you really only have Detroit and Green Bay. I think
I mean, the
both
Bears are
of
sitting right there with 4 wins, though, too, is what I'm saying. And the Vikings are
the
a
Vikings. I
good,
get it.
3-3.
They're
Like,
3-3.
I mean, just from top to bottom, like, you don't have the gaps like you do in the AFC right now.
Yeah, for sure. That's true.
Like,
That's true. That's fair.
Like, even just my eliminated teams, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 of the 9 are AFC teams.
Yeah.
3 are NFC, and one of them you're telling me still has life.
They do. They do have life. It's clear as day they have life. Whether it's a
Not
lot
really,
of
though.
life. I mean, they're 4-3. Like they have life. I mean, they play the Bills this week, so fuck. Um. However, anything's possible.
Eh. I don't
Yeah.
think anything, and maybe not anything is possible, but yeah, like the NFC is just deeper right now. There's
Yeah,
better teams.
I
Like
definitely
even the
agree with
Giants that I have as my one team that's not eliminated, like we just saw again, can beat anybody on any given
Sure.
week.
And
Like-
and that's kind of where we're at with this season is any team can win on any Sunday, and that's how it's been, and it's pretty much shown itself every week. Is that we're always
Yeah.
shocked to see one team shock another team.
The Saints have the worst record in the NFC right now, and they have been in dogfights all year. This past week, it has been their biggest loss. Oh no, just kidding. Sorry, I forgot the Seahawks just beat the doors off of them.
Well, yeah.
But even
Seahawks
again, this
did.
past week they
Bills
lose by
beat 'em
12, but like they have a chance to make that at worst a 6-point game, and then Rattler just throws a really bad pick,
Yeah.
and Bears are able to kill the clock. But like,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So that's the Bucks and the Rams. Rams, good job. You just fucking bullied the Jags for 3 hours in London.
Yeah, it wasn't
Thanks for
like
coming.
that game
This
was
is a
never
tough flight.
close. Never
No,
close.
and like Stafford threw for what, $185 in that game and 5
Yeah.
touchdowns.
It was just a well-oiled machine. They just they did
Threw
the
for
bare
182,
minimum.
5 touchdowns, no picks. Just
Bare
impressive
minimum,
win.
but just got everything done. It was nice. Like
Yeah.
it was just a nice game out of them.
yeah, wild. Moving up, we have the LSU tier. It's been a little bit of time,
Mm-hmm.
2020 notwithstanding. Been a little bit of time since like LSU was a perennial title contender,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Then they had that breakout year in 2020. I feel like this could be one of these three teams 2020, and that's the Packers, the Colts, and the Seahawks.
Yeah. Okay.
I
That's
think
who I thought was in
like
this. Okay.
this past week with the Colts um, doing what they did to the Chargers, I think if they're not in the Super Bowl bubble, they are on the fringes of it at this point.
I think you have to put them in that conversation
I
just
think you have to.
because
I just think that like
just because of roster construction as a whole.
any right, but you just go, I can't picture Daniel Jones holding a Lombardi trophy. That's my only reservation on it yet.
Rich Gannon held a Lombardi trophy. Anything is possible. You just have to
That's
accept when
fair.
a team and Rich Gannon won in the Brady era. It's not like he won
I just go
pre-Brady. It was during Brady's era.
well. That was
So if
after
you
his first one.
Yeah, but still, it's the same thing. If you build a well-constructed team, regardless of who's playing quarterback, you can win. Joe Flacco did it with the Ravens. In
Don't
no, I'm just saying, look at the run of
don't do that to
quarterbacks.
Joe Flacco.
It was
yeah, no, I know what you're
it
saying.
was Brady, Ben,
Trent, yeah, but I feel
Manning,
like, but
Ben,
again,
Brady,
you can
Brady.
go through all of those teams like in the last 25 years with the oddball quarterbacks like Rich Gannon. That defense was insanely good.
Yes,
Trent Dilfer, the year that the Ravens won it,
insanely.
the
One of the
first
best
Super
defenses of
Bowl.
all time.
Yeah, I mean they gave up 165 points over the course of 16 games.
Yeah, that's just like kind of exactly.
Flacco had to
helping
have.
me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the Colts.
It's hard to envision until it happens. I get it.
I just feel like that their defense has to be one of those. You know what I mean? Because at some point in time, especially in the playoffs, you're gonna play Josh Allen, who's going to be able to score. You're gonna play Patrick Mahomes, who's going to be able to score. You could get Lamar, who's going to be able to score.
They are their offense, not even their defense. Their offense is the most efficient offense right now. Not in the last 5 years, not in the last 10 years.
I know. I saw the tweet. I saw the tweet too.
All time, of all time. Think about that.
Yes, but
That is
what I'm
insane.
saying is you're able to play downhill right now. Those are my reservations on them because they are.
I had reservations. I had a lot, and I no longer really do. They're just winning games. They're beating up on teams.
I know,
and that's it. And I stopped questioning it after a period of time. I did it last year with teams. I've done it every year with teams. I did it last year with the Vikings. I questioned them for weeks and weeks.
Again, I have them,
and then I stopped.
I have them in the second tier.
Yeah,
I have them in the second tier
you're
right
saying,
now because
you're saying you don't see them like necessarily if they're not a Super Bowl contender, they're on the bubble. I'm telling you, they are a contender because of this. Regardless of who's at quarterback, it's the same shit last year with Sam Darnold on the Vikings. The roster's so good, and with the quarterback that you implement,
and then
it's a perfect
what happened
storm
at the end
situation.
of the year with the Vikings? They promptly got bounced in the first round.
Yeah, because they had a lot of holes that me and you and everybody else noticed, and it took time for them to kind of fall apart. I don't see those same holes right now with Indianapolis. Indianapolis has a much better run game than Minnesota did last year.
Yeah,
their defense is a little bit more balanced than Minnesota's was last year.
They've had one game where they've needed Daniel Jones to step up. in the Rams game, and they lost that game.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like at some point in time, he's going to have to. Now, if he has Joe Flacco 2013 playoff run where he goes 12 touchdowns, no picks, and just is unbelievably
Yeah.
good, then
It's possible.
hey, like, good for you kind of thing. But like, I feel like unless that, and I don't, as much as I've praised Daniel Jones for being able to run this Shane Steichen offense,
Mm-mm.
I don't think he's capable of doing something like that.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's just
That's
continue
fair.
to watch and see how they go. All right,
Well,
give me Bama,
and then
give me Bama.
2010's Bama. 2010's Bama. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and then
had to put that part in because
and then
that's
it's Kansas
just the
City.
Chiefs. I mean,
yeah,
and
give me
to
Alabama.
follow up the conversation, right? To finish up the conversation that we just had, we're like, we all just know what's happening
So
this
yeah,
year at this point
it's
now.
kind of obvious. I still don't know if they're gonna win,
We all know where this is going.
but man, this is Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is Mahomes' best job. He should be the front runner for MVP, and they look unreal. And if this continues, they could look undefeatable. Especially if you give them another pass rusher, a running back who's competent, anything like that. I don't even know what to make of that team at that point. So low key hope that doesn't happen because that's kind of where they're flawed. But I don't know. It's hard, especially watching what they did to, like you said, watching them kind of like break apart Detroit and then just completely dismantling the Raiders. And it's not even
Again,
like it wasn't even a close game. It wasn't even a thought.
No, like it was also first shutout of Andy Reid's career.
That's surprising, considering just how long he's played. Or not
First Chiefs shutout since 2011, before Andy Reid got there.
Yeah.
And again, just the team stats on this. The Chiefs had, hold on, 30 first downs. The Raiders ran 30 plays.
That's insane.
Total yards. Chiefs 434. Raiders 95.
Did you see?
And the Raiders had one more drive than the Chiefs did.
Wow. They tossed Kenny Pickett in there. Like, he promptly fumbled.
Yeah, Mahomes was out of that game with several minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I believe that. Like, what's the point at that time?
Just time of possession, 42 minutes for the Chiefs, 17.
Yeah, I get it.
For the Raiders,
it was just
insane. However, also, I was listening to Nick Wright's podcast, and this is a hysterical thing. And he did reference ESPN rolling out QBR, their QBR thing, and then it was they like retroactively like went through games and everything like that, and the highest rated QBR game of all time was a Charlie Batch game where he threw for like 180 yards and two interceptions. Yeah, and they had to like rework it.
Fix because
and he put Nick Wright put PFF on blast for it because when they put out their grades for the week,
Mahomes was lower than Justin Fields.
No, he was lower than Geno Smith.
Oh, Geno Smith.
Specifically, like in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think they had Mahomes as like the 16th. I think he was 16th.
No.
On the week, and Geno was 14th.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. And they also keep grading Roger Rosengren very high.
Yeah, man. Sometimes people don't
really
love,
high, and he's been horrible.
Anything, yeah. I wonder what
You
Rogers
know,
was
you know.
last week.
Oh God, I refuse to give them money for this
PFF, yeah,
exact reason.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just it's
so
tough.
I
It's
guess we'll never
tough to
know.
believe in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm not
know
gonna do it.
what their grading system is, but it's kind of getting out of hand.
It's assumption. It's assumptive based. It's
Yeah,
like your it's
it's very
opinions.
strange.
It's their guys watch a game, say, oh, he did that well. Let's grade him on that. That's really
Mm,
it. So they don't like say it's favoritism, but like if you have a favorite player and you watch them, you're probably gonna grade them a little bit higher. But
yeah,
who am I to say any of that? I don't work for PFF, and I don't slander
neither do
anyone.
I.
So, alrighty,
No.
that's all I got.
All right, that's all I got.
Good for the Chiefs, man. I'm scared.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, watch
All
it
right, let's
still.
get out of here.
Deuces.